What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood back with another exciting review. Today's retro review is going to be of this America's Best Comics, Promethea with Sophie Deluxe Action Figure Set. If you have been following this channel for any amount of time, you probably saw when I did what's in the box for this. I bought this, I believe, back in January. I believe I bought this from a local comic book store when they had an amazing, I want to say it was like 40% off sale, maybe even 60% off sale to start the new year. And I bought this. I saw it a few months or like a month or two prior. Before that, I think I saw it during like the Black Friday sale. And I just didn't want to bite the bullet. It was $20, excuse me, it was $50 on the ticketed price again. I believe I got this for $40. I can't speak today. 40% off, which made this a really agreeable price. I just thought this figure stood out and looked cool. I know nothing about it. I have since bought one of these, not one of these, but I have bought a graphic novel for Promethea, and I'll show that to you later. I can't do it right this second because I don't have it right here, but I just thought these figures look cool. Promethea, whoever she is, and then we have Sophie, whoever she is, in a cool civilian getup. Egyptian theme, you see NYC, so maybe they're chilling with the turtles. There is a bio on the back, but since I've already proven that I cannot speak today, I'm going to let you read that on your own. And it's a bio for both of them. Maybe I'll move it away a little bit so you can try to see all of it. But yeah, there's more figures. It says Tom Strong and Newman. I don't know which one is which. I'm assuming that's Tom Strong and that's Newman. You never know. And yeah, I'm assuming Tom Strong is the white man since he's on the cover of this. And then we have Promethea up there, like I said, at the top. There is just more pictures of the figures and the what we have here at the bottom. We already showed you that. On the left, same as on the top. On the right, same as on the top. So yeah, we're just gonna bust her open. We're gonna bust her right out of her plastic prison, and I will be right back. All right, folks, and I'm back, and like I promised, I have Promethea Book 5. Obviously, I have not read it because I want to read it in the order of the book numbers. I don't know if that's important or not. It does not matter. As you see in front of us, we have Promethea to our left, just like in the packaging, and Sophie, and 3 accessories that we also saw. One is a handbag. I'm assuming this would go with Sophie as opposed to Promethea. And we're going to just slide it on. It's more than likely, well, it could go over her head and her shoulders. Boom! She can carry it. And Promethea just took a faceplate. And as you can see, Promethea has pre-posed legging. Oh, she has a cool tattoo. I didn't notice that in the packaging. So I'm going to put her feet on the sundial sort of base. It doesn't want to go on. It doesn't want to go on. But this NYC base is for Sophie, and her feet are a little far apart for it. Nope, the bases are a bust, but it's cool. We're going to sit there and look at the actual bases. They're pretty thick. It's at about 1/4 of an inch thick each. Again, this one's like a sewer grate. It says NYC. This one's a sundial or sun with a face. Looks like the Teletubbies. Really light pieces of plastic. Let's get them out of here. Who should we look at first? Let's look at the one whose name is first, I suppose. And this is the first, I believe, official 2-pack that I've done. I've done 2-packs, but I've done their reviews in separate videos, I believe. I could be mistaken. But this is Promethea. She has on some bronze / gold armor. Giving me Wonder Woman vibes. You see there's an ankh and a scarab on the front of her skirt. She has flowing fabric, but this is again hard plastic with some cool orange on there. So that's neat. Again, I didn't notice this tattoo when she was in the box. And it's an Egyptian figure. I don't know if it's a god or one of the hieroglyphics. She also has a tattoo on her back. That one looks more like a scarab or a beetle. Can't really see it fully because of her hair. And the painting goes all the way around to the back on her white pieces, so that's cool. She's got on some sandals. She's got a gold necklace. There's nice little designs on her armor. Looks like some olive branches maybe. And she's got a design around her boobs. Nothing on the shoulder pads other than the line, helmet, or mask. I don't know what it's considered. But her hair is braided and there's texture to it. It's well done. You can see where it's tied off in the back. That would have been cool if it was colored. And there's some rub here, so where it's black, where it should be black, it is brown. Let's go ahead and put her down. She has a nice little olive complexion. And here we have Sophie. Sophie's a little bit paler. And I didn't mention Promethea's eyes, but Sophie's eyes are intense. Whereas, again, Promethea's eyes are just white. Nice lipstick on both of them. Sophie is reminding me of the Connor Kent action figure with the red top and the blue jeans. Hers is a little more, I don't know, rusty of a color. Her shoes are a little bit brighter than the red in her shirt. But she's cool. She looks like she's just, walking downtown minding her business. And Bob's Holly World, she will be like a teacher. She is a civilian. That's fine. But she's cool. She's much less painted. The only paint on her otherwise is her shoes. There's red and white. But everything else is just what it is. She still has the bag around her neck. She has a cool haircut. It wants to focus on Promethea back there. She has a cool little bob of a haircut. Why does it not want to focus on this woman? And I want to say her face is the painted part. Or her hair is the painted part. And her face is sculpted in that color. Alright, well, since I have her in my hands, I'll go over her articulation first. Let me get the bag off. If it cooperates. There we go. All right, so there is nothing on here but I can't think. It's just a peg. It's not going to give you forward, back, side to side. It'll rotate 360. That's about it for her head. Arms, rotate 360 at the shoulder. Nothing else. No bicep. Elbow. Let's see how tight she is. Not super tight. 90-degree single elbow. Nothing for the hands, wrist, anything. Nothing for the waist. Her legs. There is motion there, and this is softer than I expected. So it does allow you to kick that far forward. I'm going to get Promethea out of the background. She wants to absorb the spotlight. So she kicked that far forward, not going back much at all. Nothing at the thigh, nothing at the hips. Knees bend, single joint, not very far. And there's nothing below that knee. So that's Sophie. And she's pretty good. Basic articulation. She is not in the pre-pose stand. Her arms are slightly, but not as badly as Promethea. So let's check out Promethea. Same thing, all the same articulation. There's nothing that's going to allow her to look down. So she's constantly going to be looking up, which is cool, I suppose. Head's going to rotate. It would go that full 360, but her hair is down, so it's not getting past her shoulders. Her left arm is not going really anywhere. This part is stuck Eventually, like maybe the glue will come off and we can do something. But yeah, her arms aren't doing more than that. They do bend at the elbow, but they get much less radiation. Wow, a much smaller radius than Sophie's. Again, nothing at the waist, even though she appears to maybe have separate pieces. But there's no waist articulation, nothing at the hip. Her legs aren't going to move up or down really much at all because of her armor. This is somewhat soft, but it's not going to allow you to do anything. And she has single jointed knees, and the white part of her outfit really prohibits her from doing much. Her articulation, because of her outfit, is not good. There's hardly any articulation in Promethea, which is fine. I don't mind just having her. I think she just looks cool. Let's get their heights, and then we'll bust out the review crew. As you can already see, Sophie is shorter. Sophie is about 5.5, and Promethea is just about 6. Just about 6. So let's bring in the good old review crew. I'm gonna bring in a fellow African vixen. I'm gonna stand her next to Andrea, Promethea, and we're gonna bring in Andra and put her next to Sophie. Our leading ladies of the review crew are both taller, which is typical. Let's bring in Lando. And let's bring in Lucio. And they are both taller than Sophie, shorter than Andra. Andra, wow. Promethea. I'm wilding out, y'all. Then let's bring in John Jones and Killmonger, both of which have colors that complement Promethea, and they are both taller than her. That's 3 Africans in one video. Not the first time. We also had that with the Joel Embiid video. But there's Zedmore and Devin. Again, Devin appears to be about the same height as Promethea, maybe a little shorter. And Winston Zedmore is finally taller than somebody. He is taller than Sophie. And for our final figures comparison, we have Roadblock, again, with the gold/bronze. And we have Titus O'Neil. And they are both taller, even though Roadblock is much less egregious comparatively. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's all. That is the final review for the month of March. And the next video. Oh, snap. I just looked down. There is one more accessory. I'm sorry. This fell on the floor when I was opening. This is her caduceus. And I only know that because I work closely with a doctor. So I knew what it was, but I never knew how to pronounce it until her. And she holds it in her hand. So that's good. And it's a clear blue plastic. I'm sorry that my review is not in the typical order. That's cool. That might be the best accessory. And again, with me not being familiar with the character, I'm not super familiar. I'm not sure how she uses that. So I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyway, as I was saying, final review for the month of March. Next video will be March's top 10 ranking, and depending on the day, the way the month lines up, might be the first video of April or the last video of March. I do not remember how the calendar looks, but it'll be the next day. Anyway, folks, like, comment, subscribe, and have you ever read Promethea? Let me know that. Do you know anything about the books? Action figures speak louder than words.